Welcome to DICOR FEST.
Thank you for having me.
I'm curious, have you been at this festival in the past years as well?
I was here 2 years ago.
Okay, that's very nice. Since how long do you know us as a company, DICORland?
Well, it's been about 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. My first interaction with DICORland and Rizwan actually was in 2019. I still remember that occasion. It was at ROM Expo, and I was at your stand. I had a business proposal for Rizwan at the time for the distribution of some implements, and I got to know him in that period. And I still remember sitting in that stand. I was there for 3 hours. I went there for like a 5-minute discussion. But I stayed there for 3 hours simply because of the vibe that I felt. It was, and that is something which really appealed to me. And from that moment on, we started talking much more, me and Rizwan, and let's say we developed a friendship. And since then, of course, I've been also looking at how DICORland has progressed. And it has to be said, I think in our industry, it's one of the fastest growing companies in our sector today. And they're doing things in the right way, and most importantly, with very strong values. And that is something which I appreciate much more, to see how people develop businesses, but still keeping their, keeping their foundation and keeping their values, and that's very important.
If you'll have to give an advice to the young people who wants to start a business in this domain, what kind of advice would you tell them?
Look, farming today is not the most appealing business in Romania. Even if you look at all our farmers, most of them are over 50 years old. It's not a sector which is, I'm going to use the word sexy enough for the young generation. But at the same time, I think it is a business where you can do a lot. And in the end, it's something linked to the very basic of human necessities, which is food. And it's something which is always going to be sustainable and very stable. I have to be very honest, today's young generation has a very different mindset. It's more of a social culture, which is more important for them. But I do think agriculture should be an option which youngsters should always look at. Me personally, I come from a completely different sector. I've been in agriculture, I'm still a novice, 10 years, but it's been an awe-inspiring process for me to be in this sector. There is a certain satisfaction you get when you're in agriculture which you cannot get in most other sectors.
Thank you so much for your answers. And to finish, I am very curious, how would you describe DICOR Fest in 3 words?
I can just use one word, it's phenomenal. To be able to bring in customers also shows that how the customers appreciate and respect the company. So it's a phenomenal concept, and sometimes as an idea it looks simple, but the way it's been executed, and that's the key, the way it's been executed is brilliant. I mean, if you look at it from all perspectives, branding, the way it's organized, it's brilliant. I couldn't say what more can be done to make this better. It's already at such a high level, and I think every year you guys are taking it to a different level, so it's brilliant.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.